Deep in the Pyrexian system lies the planet of Pauper. Here the most dangerous minds are held captive by wizards who rule the planet with an iron fist in an attempt to silence the common people's uprising known as Pauperganda. But two have defied the odds, escaping the planet and spreading their dangerous knowledge throughout the galaxy. Aboard the deck of the SS metagame, they broadcast their message of hope.
Hello everybody. Sorry about that little technical issue. For some reason everything's working fine, but I'm not seeing Twitch on this end, so that's why I had to ask a little give and go there. So sorry about that. So today we've got a lot of new stuff here, guys. You'll see something I've never played before, and that's saying a lot. I've played a lot of Magic, but there's only a very few decks that I've never played before. I asked you all to send in your goods. We've got a lot of great emails. This one, I believe, was from the Costa Rican Tron. Yes, from Jamie in Costa Rica. And he sent me this thing, a little how-to guide and stuff. I was going to play a tournament with this list, and just the morning happened. Things kind of got crazy. So instead, there's so many deck lists required and stuff. We're just going to kind of have a casual day of just going over some lists and stuff. So no official outings. But anyway, good to see all of you. Shiraz in the house. Thanks for giving me the... it just looks black on my end when I see the Twitch feed. So doesn't work for me yet, says Verdi75. Oh, looks like Green Tron, says Mike Man. Yes, Discord, rise up. Yes, one thing about Discord, I've got to be careful. It really dislikes streaming. It's a kind of a memory hog. That's probably the only drawback to Discord. So if you are streaming or doing anything like that, I got a pretty robust PC, and it can take quite a bit away. So if you're trying that and you're hitting errors, that's kind of the deal. So anyway, this Costa Rican Tron, we've got 2 Fangraphs, 3 Highlands, 2 Cliffs, 2 Falls, 1 Unknown Shores. We've got the nice black bordered, cool artwork. Who doesn't want to live there in autumn, right? 4 maps. We've run through 4 stars, 3 spheres, 4 firebolts, 4 prisms. Got the Impasse to fetch the Crusher, Maul Splicer, Fangren Marauder, and the 2 count. We run 3 Rolling Thunders in this list, and then the sideboard's pretty cool. I got 2 and 2 here, 2 Electricity. Really hate green. 3 of these, 2 of these, 2 of these, and 2 of these. So, like I said, I've never played this. I didn't even play a practice game with it, and I thought it would be kind of funner. I was thinking, yeah, I'll just jump into a tournament with it, but it's like, been having too many 3, 2, 4 1s out there, and don't want to be just abusing my free play points. So we're going to go into the whatchamacallit room there. Refresh stream, says Shiraz to Verde. Yeah, it looks like everybody's getting it except that. Mike Man says, nope, rug. Hey, JSEG 1980, good to see you. And I believe, I've got all these little notes around here. Yes, this is your deck. So you won the contest, whatever that means. Not like it was a contest, but I was like, you know what, I've never played this. So we're going to go right over to the play lobby here. Like I said, a little bit different today. And see what's going on. See who's going to join us here. So we have, what was it? A few decks to go over today. I'm going to go over Slivers, which has kind of been making a comeback. And Killer Tofu says, baller! Jay said, good times. Yes. I wanted to name it Costa Rican Tron. That was pretty funny. So we're going to be going over Slivers, which I have a few ideas for. I just had an awful outing with it. I lost to Affinity twice. Affinity, Hexproof, close one with Elves, beat Burn, and lost to Acid Trip in just a really slow, boring game. So, but today we're going to be going over Tron. Obviously, we're going to be going over Slivers, and we're going to be going over my creatureless Infect deck that was kind of, I don't know, everybody was, not everybody, but they were just a lot of curiosity about it and stuff. Before I guess I'll just go over that list real quick. Well, we should probably stay on topic. This is taking so long for somebody to join. Here we go. Empath in the house. All right. So we're going to close this all up. Now it's all time to laugh at Deluxe, and we'll see how this goes. Pengraph into nothing. I think we're going to mulligan this one. Yikes. I guess we'll... Shrazwan says, I'm pretty curious about the creature list and poison. Yes, poison that. Can't wait to see that infect list. Yeah, it's. I had some 3/2s, a lot of 2/3s, 1/4/1, but I never. It's just at the end of the day, you come back to like, why not just play the Caligula style deck where you just kill everything? And because it was like an exercise in how ridiculous can you win a game of Magic? But that's what I'm all about, right? All right, I guess we'll. We've got defense. I don't want to go much lower than this. What do you guys think? Keep, draw? I'll keep it. And we'll put that on the top. Boy, I can already feel the woes of Tron. It's like drawing double power plant. It seems every time I play against Tron, they've got the, what do you call it, a hat trick? It's just like turn 3 and they've got it. So craziness. I hope you guys like the, anybody out there is a fan of the movie Tron. The remake was okay, but I used a bit of its art around the little key, what do you call, look here. So oppressive. Okay. All right, here we go. We'll just blast this out of the water. Try to get something going here. Gosh, dang, these power plants sure like us, don't they? And get a little color here. We're at 3 mana, so that's all right. Open up the graveyard here. This will be a good test. I don't think we want COP against this many red sources. Obviously, a lot better versus burn, but I like this list. It just because it broke some rules. That doesn't run Marasa, no flicker engine, stuff like that. Realistically, we're kind of feeling a little dead here, guys. Triple power plant. You can tell this deck's like, you're not supposed to be piloting this. Verde 75 says keep. Well, I'm glad I did. Let's see. This is getting grim fast. Sense a bushwhacker coming our way. Tron doesn't seem to like you, Deluxe, says Nichols. Yes, I'm getting that vibe too. I almost played White Infect today because I've been tearing that up a little bit. Having some good draws. JSeg says, I got to remember to read everything JSeg1980 says because he's kind of the creator of this deck. Remember, COP costs 1 and you have Tron lands. That's a good point. Yep, that's what I'm saying. I thought it would be kind of funny to see me play. I'm not. That's not an exaggeration. I have never played Tron before. I've looked at test draws. I've watched videos on it. This, that, and the other. But and I think it's showing. At least the deck sure doesn't like me very much. And I'm very glad I don't have tickets up on the rise here. But oh boy, this one looks over pretty fast. Boy, give me a sandstorm. All right, it does not target either. That's right. All right, I think this is yeah. We're done. Off to game 2. It's all right. So, JSeg, tell me what we're going to do. Not even Rebeltron? Yeah, maybe. That'd be pretty cool, huh? I've actually thought of Infectron. There's like the Chone Throat Seeker or the Chain Throat Seeker. There's a few just massive, like the black regenerating one. They all cost just a ton of mana and just kind of kill all the board and stuff like that. So, okay, we're going to obviously bring in 2 COP Reds. What would you like to lose here, JSeg? You're kind of in the driver's seat. I'm going to bring in some Hydroblasts, some Electrickery. I think that's good. Now for what goes out. Goblintron. We really like the Life Gainer. These are really good defense. Maybe lose a Thunder, a Mole Drifter, minus the Mole Drifters. All right. No Hydroblast. Okay. We'll keep it simple. Good times. See what we go. Uh-oh. He's not done yet. All right. Minus the Crusher. Let's see. No. I think our opponent has already chimed in. Yep. Sorry. Well, if I lose, they can blame it on me being a little too hasty. Or blame technology with this damn lag. Not my fault. Damn it. Yes, we would like to play first. Okay. Much better. Keep. You know, I don't really mind playing control-ish builds when Now he might have... I'm going to drop the shores here, just because if he has rays or some craziness, I want him to at least target our colors. I don't really mind playing control a lot more lately. Maybe it's getting older and I don't mind playing slower games, but boy, online or while I'm streaming, it's kind of like a, oops, definitely don't want to do that. Land COP ASAP. All right. We'll drop this. We'll pitch this for white since we've already got another one. Okay. Boom. And COP. One thing I found when I'm playing with chromatic stars and you're paying stuff, be real careful. You click on anything, it just boink, just throws it on down, and you can kind of nix your turn doing that kind of stuff. But all right, we've got the COP red. Rely on it while developing. This is all new to me. I mean, I know the theory and stuff, but I'm usually on the other end, just going for broke. Good stuff. Let's see. All right. I love the Foundry Street Denizen. Oh, let me get the cards a little bit bigger here, guys. We're not playing tokens or anything. Here we go. Chime in if stuff is looking weird and things like that. Alrighty. Well, drop tap lands first. Okay. Do I want to, I kind of want to power that out. I want to kill that thing. You think that's the right play with Firebolt? Or let's see. Otron. How not deluxe, says Dan Weed Duck. That's right. That's kind of why I'm going. So I'm tempted to drop the star and fire off the bolt and hopefully draw some more lands. Due to lag, I'm COP, he says. All right. On both of them, murder everything that moves. Hold the COP. Okay. Man, this is like so not my style. I just, it's oozing. This is not you, Deluxikov. But anyway, the card outline and all this stuff is based on the remake of Tron. Kids were big fans of that movie. The original's decent. I'll choose that. A lot of clicking. And, oh, I said this one, didn't I? We'll choose, hey, come on now. Oh, I gotta wait for him each time. Patience is not something I do very well. We'll see. This is a very good, I guess, proving ground for Tron, right? You run right into goblins, probably. Love me some Tron. I love the original. Got to share the new one with my kids. Oh, yeah, the movie. Original Tron was sweet. I refused to watch the remakes, though, said Shiraz. Yeah, it was all right. What's her name? The really super, super beautiful. She's dating Sudeikis right now. She looked great in that movie. Really fit the look of everything. But man, those CGI faces is just awful. Game is pretty much decided. Like landing Shaman versus Affinity. Think so? I don't know. Gosh darn, these things just they don't like me, do they? All right. I guess we just hold back. 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of want to. Can you burn one now and COP the rest? All right. Actually, let me do a little bit. I like to do a lot of stuff on my turns. I don't like being inactive here. All right. Land go. Yeah, I'm making mistakes left and right, but this is why it's funny, right? Okay. I'll COP this. Man, this is a time sink. It's like with Relic, just always updating and such. I best be careful. Come on, dude, just scoop for me. Let's go to game 3. This does feel pretty good. Man, imagine if we did have Tron. That'd be pretty awesome. So probably what? Empath into the 5/5 life gainer, I would assume. Flaring Pain. Yep. That's the thing that says damage can't be prevented. Yeah, they need more Flaring Pains in this format. Outside of red, it would be nice if maybe black had one, or mix it up with some Rakdos. Good stuff. I almost played that today for the feed. I just had so many decks to go over, and I was like, I'm not going to play 5 rounds of Tron, being a complete noob freshman to the effort. Let's see. Hey, there's one of them. You know, when I play against Tron, it's just boom, 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 map, power plant. Everything looks great. Getting some respect here. Craziness. We've got 5 mana. Drop the empath, you think? I doubt it's sighted in. I kind of want to drop this empath and, well, he can just kill it. What do you guys say? Drop the empath? Going for it. Must do stuff. Getting bored. Drop something good. Hey, look at that. All right. Well, change of plan. Wait, we already played a land, though, didn't we? All right. Empath it is. Doink. Oh, crap. Did I play too many? Hey. What's going on here? Didn't I just... Oh my gosh, I tripped it for the wrong color. Are you kidding me? There we go. Okay. Alright. Go like this. Cast this. Go get our life man. Small Splicer. Fangren Marauder. Good times. And I guess we'll just hold back. Spoon, says Paul Tyson. Yes. Good to see you, man. Starting to become a regular. I love it. Nice to see you all live like this. Good stuff. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, put a little Tron flair over the opponent's life total there. If you're wondering what that is, a little HUD graphics and such. All right. Ain't so bad. What did he reveal? I forget. Oh, Marshall. All right. You don't like that. Yeah, I don't know what Costa Rican Tron's my favorite name for this, but I guess it's just green Tron. But, you know, when you say green with Tron, you always want to throw in Marasa just as a afterthought. But I guess that's not the way it goes. Okay. Here we go. Remember, COP protects you only. Yes, I do know that as much. I'm fond of playing the runes of protection because when you have extras, but obviously when you're running stuff that doesn't have a ton of white, you don't, because runes of protection, you got to remember, if you guys don't know what rune of protections do, it's the exact same thing. They cycle, but you have to use white mana, so it's only good in white heavy builds. So my list has 5 colors. Edicts. Yeah, JSig, I wanted to ask you why not Chainer's Edict over the Diabolic Edicts. There was quite a few firsts with this list. One of which was that I didn't change a damn thing. And that's I just wanted to go in and not, it's not like I know what I'm doing and play it. So okay. So we get the concession off to game 3. Spoon of Protection. Yes, that would be awesome. Oh boy. If only. Hey, speaking of which, not to give you guys assignments or whatnot, but if you ever get around to seeing this guy, Blake Rasmussen, for like 3 weeks he's been kind of telling me he's going to say something and he doesn't, and every update there's just nothing there. So maybe a nice little nudge on Twitter or something and be like, hey, why don't you cover this? See, maybe we can get noticed on the mothership. I thought it was going to happen like 2 weeks ago. He was saying, oh, Friday. So, all right, so we're out with the Crusher. Let's see. I'm already forgetting what we did. We're gonna bring in let's bring in some Hydroblasts. Maybe minus 1 more Splicer. We can always fetch it. Love these original Rolling Thunders. Oh yeah, I forgot there's like the new one there. Yeah, I'd get new Hydroblast and Pyroblast, but I'm just too cheap. It's like I already got them, and I hate that artwork. But what are you gonna do? Blue Blast. Signing in says Lackerding. Good to see ya. We're playing JSig's Affinity deck here. Some lovely lands. All right, let's do it. Against Goblins. Let's see. Boy, yeah, that's a trip. I have to kind of remind myself of these kind of things, like just the way I always talk about that tempo of the turn. But every deck has one, and this one definitely does. Ugh. Boy, I mean, we've got everything, but we don't got anything. Man, after 3 draws of this, JSig, I think you might need an extra land or 2 in this build. Or I'm just, who knows? Well, I think we got to scoop this, right, guys? I mean, we've got everything, but God, if we drop dead against goblins, we have to hit at least 2 lands out. I know this is very close. I really want to mull this though, because what do you guys say? I don't want to keep my opponent waiting too long. This darn lag. I sure hope technology catches up pretty soon. I'm gonna mulligan it. All right, mull aggressively. Cool. Well, we got life, we got good stuff, and we're almost at Tron, so we'll keep this. I want to probably throw out the Highlands right away. Yeah, we've got colors. I'm gonna throw this on the bottom. Got plenty of land. It's like the deck heard me. I'm like, boy, you might need some more land. Yeah. Here's 5. Good stuff. Yes. I am King Noob of Tron. It feels kind of good, you know. There's no pressure. I'm not supposed to do good with this. You have life almost Tron. Yep. Yep. Here we go. Man, I love me some goblins. Felt like dishing that up the other day. Oh, anybody was following on, I'm actually going to prefer the Denizen over that, just in case this stuff comes down. We'll drop the mine in case he's got raise. Rather have the Tron stick. But what was I going to say? Oh, yeah, I had 2 outings with White Life, and both of them were started 3-0, and I'm like, all right, here we go. Running in a Delver, crush. And then both times, both tournaments, both last 2 rounds, loss. It's like, geez, can't buy it anymore. It's craziness. All right, here we go. Let's pull these, maybe draw into some burn here. Could I challenge you after this match, says Cannon Spectacle. Sure you can. Yeah, since we're not doing the whole full-blown tournament thing today, it's kind of a little bit more casual. That'd be great. But no cheating. Let's see. Don't know what we should play, but I've only got the patience to play this Tron probably 1 time. And I think I could get into this if I was playing alone, or, you know, just kind of vegging out. Got my headphones on, listening to some good tunes and such. But okay, well, we've got this. It's Fangren time, right? Nothing out here. What do you lose to with White Life? I lost to I think it wasn't Teachings, but it was that, and it wasn't Ratlock, whatever. There's so many Demir builds out there right now, and I just got it was a really close game 3 in both cases, and then I lost to Red Blue Tron. It just had the nuts. It was a really neat sequence. I Prismatic Strands, he Electricaried, I Ramosin rallied, he Dispelled, I Ramosin rallied, Dispel, flashback to a Prismatic that he didn't see, and then I had one more rally. It was nuts. That was the one I won anyway. Drop the star. Oh, I want to drop the life, dude, right? All right. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Good times. Boom. Go like this. Pay this. And I respect it enough. I'll go grab red. Right? Why not? All right. Hey, this deck's starting to come around. Do you want to gain 5 life? Yes, please. All right, so this should kind of be in the bag, I would think, right? But I like this list. I wanted to ask, why no capsize? I know in a mirror match, whoever has that first usually will win, and especially with Tron lands, I don't want to point fingers. It just kind of looked like a little bit of an oversight. I was like, and that's my only note on this, so maybe you can answer that, J-Sig. Yes, red. Good times. Yeah, I'm starting to get this thing down. All right. I've got so much stuff to talk about, so we're going to he needs a bolt, fire blast just to kill Fang. Yep. All right, and we've got bolts for days. So let's clear the way here a little bit. Well, I think it's even worth that stuff. I don't know. Meta call. Good point. All right, I'm going to draw. Don't really want to blow that up. Boy, this is liking us. All of a sudden, things are looking good. Maybe we should just, I'll bolt that. We'll see. Kill all the things. Spoken like a goblin. Kill that stuff. All right. And let's see. Oh, yep. Not enough coffee this morning. My math is not working. Well, I'll go eat a fourth of your life. Since I can't block anyway. Bring it. Let's see. Man, that is why the lands gain life. Is this a special kind of Tron, says Lackerding? No, I asked everybody on Facebook a few days ago, hey, send me a list, blah, blah, blah. We'll kind of do something a little different this week. And was very pleasantly surprised. Got about, I'd say, almost 20 emails. I've got like 9 of them in my inbox. We'll go over those in a little bit. But very pleasantly surprised. A lot of crazy brews, a lot of serious ones. And I just kind of looked at myself in the magical mirror and was like, you know what, you've never played this. And that would probably make for a pretty funny feed to watch me struggle, and especially since JSig's nice enough to be here, and I'm fond of calling it Costa Rican Tron. Hey, it's all nice and lush down there, and it's got a green flavor, and it doesn't have Marasa, so it's not really green Tron, but there's just so many. That's one thing it would be nice if Magic had, is a lot more, what would you call it, continuity with naming things and stuff. Deluxe bit my bait. What bait is that, sir? Yeah, I sure did. I just liked it. It's been a long time. I'll firebolt that now. We'll get the Seagate out there. Dun, 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 dun. Although I like the Prism artwork. I chose the wrong one. I like the one with the little kid. I like that Wonder. It's a cool one. All right, here we are. Duckweed Duck says, oh darn, should have set in my RG Shroud Brew. Green Black Aristocrats. Yes, the deck won't lose. Wait a minute. Cancel that. I said cast this darn thing. I'm used to clicking on stuff and it working. These Tron lands and paying for colors. What's going on with that? Oh boy. This looks nice. I don't think we really have to worry about the Circle of Protection. So I think we're going to put in the... we'll put this in our hand and go from there. Let's see. So I do have 5 now, right? I don't want to blow it up though. I'm gonna roll. Well, what am I doing here? Cue laughter. I should have some old, really cheesy like laugh tracks and stuff like that. That'd be pretty cool. Like the old sitcoms and such. Shirazamon says, I was gonna email my Thermal Alchemist Umbra brew, but been busy all week. Count to 15. Yeah. Okay, here we go. This guy's being nice and patient. Normally play lightning speed when I'm not doing this. But it's feeling good. Typical of Tron. Once you get your stuff out there, it doesn't feel like there's much people can do. Either is fine. Goblin face from Shirazamon. Good stuff. Alright, well, this could get a little scary. If he had the goods, but remember flashback late game. Yeah, all right, I'm going to take some here. Pretty sure we got him though, unless he's got some just, I don't know, what could he have, double Fire Blast? That might do it. I've seen those lists run 2 sometimes. That would put us there. It's one of the neater things about poker that's fun to learn from is being able to play your outs. And I won't really explain that much. It's just look it up. If you don't know what I'm talking about, it's a very good thing to know. All right. Yes, I wanted to gain life. And we'll pay this, and we'll go like this, right? Donk. Just that one. Boy, I bet this causes a lot of errors. Let's see. 10? Okay. Boom. Good times? Go for the throat, says JSig. Look at that. You know what's cool? My kids always roll their eyes and get mad at me when I say stuff like this, but I can officially say I have never lost playing Tron. Maybe I should stop now, and I could, when I'm dead and gone, people will be like, yeah, man, that guy never lost. All right, so I'm going to bring up the list here. Hopefully I'm not on speaker. I'm going to play the Slivers build I wanted to talk about anyway, so see how this goes. Now with Slivers, let me bring up the list here real quick. Apologies to my opponent. This list, this is, you'll notice unmatching lands and everything. I just threw this together because it posted a few 5-0 wins, and I wanted to bring it up for a variety of reasons. But we'll go over the list after this and then go from there. So anyway, off to the races. Boink. Yes, we would like to play first. Good luck, have fun, and thanks for playing me. Oh, Cannon Spectacle, thanks for playing me, man. There's no weird sort of hierarchy crap going on. I love playing Magic. Play all you guys. All right. Mulligan this. Keeping this. Just don't cheat. All right. Here we go. I can die in peace now, says JSig19. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, considering we already have one, I'm going to throw that on the bottom. And we'll have a little bit of a slow roll here. Come on now. There we go. All right. Saw Dream Theater live in my Tron deck. Oh. All right. Interesting. Well, now. We're not too worried about that. Might get out of control in a little bit, but I'm going to try to play the brutality game here. Look at this guy playing White Life. What's going on here? Might be really good. Is Arch Naomi in the house? She's been spotty here and there. If you're in there, chime in. Her or not. Anybody out there? Don't just watch. Join the community. Do all that good stuff. One thing I wanted to discuss with Slivers is the poison card. I played 5 rounds with it. Did terrible. Just had a lot of mana issues. I really want to tweak the mana in this deck, and I think we're going to do that live with community feedback and such. But I really don't. All the games I played, I just never, ever, ever saw the need for the poison. It's like I think the most I ever got a person to was 5, and then they were just damaged to death. And I think it's a case of people just throwing it in there because, well, it's a 1-drop. It's, so's the artifact one, and in a 2-colored deck, that might actually be the better choice. Not quite sure. All right. Well, this is brutal against creature decks. I don't think I have to explain flanking to anybody out there. It is. It's the main reason this deck works. I think it implies. Remember, we were going over deck list assist. It implies evasion because who the hell's going to want to block that? I did that out of order. Very good example of playing badly live. Good stuff. Metallic Sliver over Virulent Sliver. Yeah, I was thinking. I'm just not a fan of it. Every time it's just that auto inclusion. It's like I know I rubbed somebody the wrong way in some chat room or something, but they had a Rakdos deck and oh my god, what did they put in there? They put in Blightning and then they put in Terminate, and it's like neither of those were needed for the style it was, and just I don't know. It's there's people that are like colorblind, and that's like the opposite of colorblind. It's like oh, it has these colors. I've got to just auto include this stuff. It's like no. And I'm feeling that way with the Virulent Sliver. I just ooh, interesting. Must have lots of blockers, eh? All right. Well, I'll power this out. But the deck, similar to Tron, once it gets its mana out and you got some men out there, it's pretty deluxe. But this one runs 2 Vines of Vastwood. I might even consider bringing that up to 4 just because Vines is just such a good card. I know you can't really pay for the double in this one a lot, but keeping your dudes alive. I wanted to... Can anyone find... It's a white suspend card. It's a 3/4. It comes into play and it taps all non-white creatures. It used to be way back. It used to make some lists, but I was thinking this deck, it would, not that it needs that card, but might be cool to have something like that. We're gonna get rid of some creatures here. Attack for days, and we'll hold on to this awesome spell. See this unmatching art? I played it as is. It was just a direct import. Flanking because no one likes to do combat math. Yes. Ooh. Oh, for some reason I thought that was a Rolling Thunder. My goodness. Raid Bombardment. Now there's a what's the 2-drop in red that every time you play a creature it does damage? No offense to Cannon Spectacle, but I think that might be the better call. I mean, you do have flying creatures and stuff, but it's one less, and every one of them does it. And I really, really, really enjoy the tech of Commune with Nature in this build. As you can see, just go get whatever we want. And whenever given the choice, right, guys, we're always going to play this art over this one. So I'm going to go with this one. I thought Rebecca Guay did that one, but it's Richard. Boy, that looks like her style, doesn't it? I always thought that was hers. All right, any order's fine. We're not dumping stuff. And Slivers is kind of near and dear to my heart. Not that I've played it much, but it's that style of just boost, 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 and play stuff before your attack phase. It's an Ivory Giant. That's the one. So I was thinking like it would be neat if this had something like that. Or I know on my Infect lists I was running off to the sideboard. I was running, what was it? Treetop Bracers, which is wonderful against like goblins and against any sort of groundmen in games 2 and 3. You could argue, you could just use the Forest Walk for one mana, but that boost gets it out of range. It's kind of a utility card. So if you do like Infect, look into Treetop Bracers. I know I was screaming loud and proud about it on what was it? The Discord app. Yeah. So anyway, here we go. We got lots of little stuff. Yeah, they're gonna expect that, but we got to bring it in. Sunlight's not going to do much here. This is a interesting tech. I don't know. Did I get this one? I thought this was the Obsidian one when I looked at it, but I know I just completely lifted it. So I guess maybe this deck has an issue with that. But like, he has 2 gardens. Not a fan. There's so many creatures in this, and games 2 and 3 just bring in Young Wolves. I'd rather maybe bring up two more Ash Barons is probably what I'm going to do, like just auto. But again, this Virulent Sliver, if you're out there and just listening, whatever, and you want to help me out, see what 1-drop you can find you think might fit better there. But all right, so we have some flyers. That's good. You know what? I think we're just going to go sheer aggro here. Going to take out the vines, 1 journey, call it a day. Lackerding says, nice. Treetop Bracers, yes. Ash Barons is over $1 online now, says Paul Dyson. Yeah, I think when it first came out, it was like $4. It's craziness. I think I got mine for about, I think it was like 40 cents. And but really, really liking the artwork. But I mean, look, it's just like, don't want this. And watch, okay? Yeah, we got a 1-drop, and this is nice when it curves out like this. But it's not going to find a home. I just think, yes, it's a 1-drop in green, but I'm really, really tempted to just play the artifact one as just a placeholder, or just more tricks like the old the one with flashback that a lot of lists run, or Armadillo Cloak. It would be nice to have some life gain main deck to kind of fan out our typical. I'm gonna hold off on the Archer until he goes ballistic here. Maybe, who knows, might have been a good play to draw out the Journey to Nowheres and stuff. Yep, Speak of the Devil, there we go. All right, so we'll go like this. And whenever you're going up against white, if you have an option with Slivers and your opponent is white, and this is going to happen maybe 1 in 400 games, and you have a choice of what to keep or not, always try to keep the white stuff so Prismatic Strand Tricks don't hit you very hard. So I mean, very rare that comes up, but it could. All right, so we're kind of screwed on here. We're just going to bring this out, drop it, and we'll power out the good art first. Maybe they'll make us discard something. So yeah, the Tokens Life build, I'm just not a fan of throwing other colors in it. I truly just don't think it needs it. But now in the Boros Shell, that's a very strong deck, very versatile too. Cloak main deck seems awesome, says Paul Dyson. Cloak main deck, what are we? Oh yeah, Armadillo Cloak, that's right. Yes, darn, maybe another year or two, technology will be the thing where it's just, boom, everybody's just auto-included in what's being said and such. But all right, let's cast this for the pain. And like when I did the goblins video on YouTube, I was talking about the consistency. You've got cohorts and conscripts, and it's like 8 of the same card. In this deck, you've got like 12 of the same card, and they're just these anthem creatures, I like to call them, out of Glorious Anthem. Just this plus, 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 plus effect. So it's can kind of feel like you're playing a artifact, or I mean a affinity when you're piloting this. It can get out of hand pretty quick. And this is a good example, I think, from Common Spectacle of like why I don't like to introduce another color. You're trying to kind of stall the ground and such, but there's, I'm pretty sure he's probably holding a red card and just not drawing quite well. So we'll just bring this out to bring it out. Lackerding says Vines of Vastwood for protection and plus. Yeah, I would think that's where I would like to go. What's the flashback card? Yeah, I'm not a fan of Test of Faith. I don't think there's so much bounce in the format. That's the only ding against playing things like Armadillo Cloak. Obviously, you could bring it in the sideboard or take it out, but most of those lists are running Snap and Vapor Snag now, so things like Crusher and stuff aren't always the best thing to play in game 1. Let me see what I've got. Some notes here. Oh, yes, I already did that one. Something near and done. Yes, alrighty. Boom. So JSEG, why the name? I'm curious what the I'm just gonna swing here. Why the 1980? Is that when you were born or favorite year? What's going on? I was about 6 years old in 1980. Boy, did I love that decade. Good stuff. Alrighty. Well, one good thing about playing unmatching lands, you sure get a nice little art show, eh? Travel preparations. Yeah, that's pretty strong. But again, not too... That's a good one. There's the instant, though. It gives +1/+2, and it flashes back for white. That's the one I'm thinking of. It used to be kind of a mainstay in a lot of lists, but, here's our friend. Hey, I'll give you 0 fingers if you can count to how many poison counters we've seen. 0. Jamie Segura, born 1980, November 5th. Be careful. There might be some identity freak shows about. Why I say on Facebook, I think when I made my account, this was years ago before they really policed that kind of stuff. I said I was like born in like 1924 or something like that. And so it's funny because officially I'm something, I'm almost 100 years old in Facebook's eyes. And so I get all these AARP. And there was one time I actually got an advertisement popped up for burials and like coffins and stuff. I was just like, God, talk about... what would you call it? Just a depressing demographic. I was like, hey, you're almost dead. Here's an ad for a free coupon for a coffin. Pretty funny stuff. All right. Record all that. Yeah, Thrill of the Hunt. But again, I'm not sure. Flashback go a long way just because, you're not, it's another way of like sneaking blue into the deck. You're not able to really pull stuff off. But so, of course, now this wasn't happening in the 5-round tournament. Like I said, I think I went 1-4 with this. They were all really close, except for the first one. I really got blown apart by Affinity. They just had it. Jake said, you can search my name in the registry of properties and see my house, how much it's worth, where it is, and even the amount of my mortgage. Yeah, it's a creepy world anymore. Let's see. Well, we'll attack first, and you know what? I think he's got a trick. I wonder if he's got that boost and he's going to take out both my dudes here. Dun, 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 dun. Lackerding says, I am from 1968. 12 in the 80s. Good times. Yowza. All right. Finally, I'm not the wizard in the room. I always say it. Oh, here we go. So this is one of the neat things about, slivers, is that we have multiple colors. So Prismatic Strands, great card, but not as good as it normally is. We'll represent Vines maybe for a showdown here. And that's a very neat benefit too. He's got Prismatic Strands, easily one of the best cards in all of Pauper, especially in a very heavy white shell deck. But this game we all know and love so much. That's one of the beautiful things about it. Look at this. It's like you choose green, you choose white, you choose artifacts. Well, you can't choose artifacts with prismatic strands, but when I was doing the Pauperganda, I think it was episode 1 or 2. See the green and prismatic strands, the artwork? It's the same green as a key for TV, and if you look real closely, you can see it key through and some of that, and I just could not fix that. It was killing me. I had to do a bunch of color washes on it and stuff. That little effect where I pick up the card from the Magic Online and it turns into a real card, that was one of the... God, it took forever to do that, just for like a 1-second shot. Lackerding says, he's dead. I hope so. He's gaining quite a bit of life. Got quite a few blockers now. What we really want. Aha! Must have a handful of you-know-what. Bunch of birds. All right. Boy, I don't know about you guys, but our town here, live in on the right next to the beach in L.A., our crow population is just, it's scary. It's like you go out some mornings, you've woken up, and it's like, I say there's murderous skies everywhere, and it's because, murder of crows is just a group of crows. I don't know why they do that with birds, but man, they are just everywhere. And I was thinking, like, man, it'd be cool to get some alternate artwork for, Battle Screech and stuff, and make it a little more Alfred Hitchcock-esque with, like, kind of the creepy birds as opposed to just this kind of fantasy angle. So the shot was worth it, though. That card pickup was a neat effect, says Mike Man. Oh, thanks, buddy. Yeah, I remember I did that and showed it to my son, who plays some Magic sometimes, and he just he was eating ice cream at the time and did an exaggerated drop the jaw instead of drop the mic. It's pretty funny. He's like, how'd you do that? He's getting into editing a little bit, does some school projects. It's pretty funny to see him. Not easy having a dad like me, though. I'm just like, that could be better. Do that. Make it like this. Here, use this sound effect. He's like, Dad, it's already like better than everybody's and gonna get an A. He's just telling me that the other day. I was like, yeah, it's probably all right, but why not do something 100% is always the angle, right? All right. Here we go. This could be close. He's probably not, but the life is there, man. It's like, God, he was down at like 9 a little bit ago, it felt like. So life is a real thing. Dun dun dun. So I hope you guys don't mind me not throwing my tickets into the wood chipper with the Tron outing, and like I said, I hate sitting for very long. That's why I try to keep Pauperganda to like 1, maybe 2 hours long. So I'm just old school that way. I treat it more of like a show as opposed to just this like veg out and stay on camera for just hours and hours and hours. But we're climbing up to I think around, well, the next big marker will be our 900th subscriber on YouTube, and then that'll be pretty cool. But hey, look at me, it's gonna make a liar out of me. Maybe we will poison him. But again, after the damage here, not anything else. But when we get to 1,000, I'm just trying to think, like, what do you guys want to see? What do you want to do? I was thinking the go-to idea is just kind of like a slumber party. So, like, let's say it happens, we do our show Friday, and then maybe the very next day, Saturday night, my time, of course, get some gin and tonics or merit lager out and have just a powwow for an indefinite amount of time. Who knows? Probably not a full-blown tournament, but just a round robin, playing whoever. That might be kind of cool. I love shows like this, says Mike Man. Opportunities to take notes while watching a pro player. A pro player, yeah. If pro means you never pay for Magic, I guess that works in Pauper, but I sure don't feel like a pro lately. If pro means getting 4-1 or worse on every outing, then that's me. Okay, what do we got here? Let's do the math. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. And if I block the 3, it's not going to really do much. So I think it pays to block here. And I'm going to block this one out of a favor because, as everybody that plays this deck knows, this one is harder to count the triggers. If I was playing competitively, I would block this one, knowing that this might eat maybe 10 more seconds of the clock overall. So highway. No pro has 5-0 finishes. They are random decks and random guys only. Well, I wish I was one of them random guys, because it sure is purty looking. Yeah, that's why I say when I get to 3-0 or 4-0, I'm like, time to jinx myself. Here it comes. But I'm feeling slivers. I'm probably gonna play this today for real once I make the changes and stuff. Just the things I like. Let's see. Does he have? He's only got 2 mana up. We're out of range for you know what, so I'm gonna run on over and see. Heck, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why do I need such a long name? Good to see you. Haven't seen you chime in a while. Thanks for hanging out. Here we go. Ooh, Robinson 81. Good to see you. Thanks for chiming in. Good stuff. Bummer Moorlands. At least your name shows up on MTG stop search. I'm still trying to get there, says Mikeman. Yeah, it just happens. You going runs where it just you time the metagame right and stuff. That was just like the other day. I really, really, really wanted to play. Actually, God, I got so much stuff to talk about, you guys. I actually wanted to play my green land destruction deck because I was just the worst I ever did with that. I played it, I think, on Monday and Tuesday twice, and I went 4-1 and 3-2. So, I mean, it's definitely paying for itself. And I was just making changes, and one of the things I did was I played Gut Shot main with it. So that was pretty sweet. Let's go thin out some stuff. This game poison will win you the game. I know, right? That's that's very valid, and I've got to maybe put my foot in my mouth a little bit, but I mean gosh, how many games now? But yeah, this is a good point. If you do run into somebody like me or playing tokens, it might be worth keeping in the poisonous doohickey. Oh yeah, I bought you land destruction deck and paper. Oh, I bought the land destruction deck and paper. May see tourney play sometime soon. Yeah, the only I ended up taking out the Darksteel Pendant. I love that card, but I'll show you guys that one next. Let me just oops, there's my pencil. It's usually behind my ear. Dun, 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 dun. But we want to see Creatureless Infect next. I'll show you guys that. Actually, gotta get up, stretch legs, roll some commercials, and then we'll come back with Creatureless Infect. Finish it off with land destruction, but that's very hard to play. Maybe one of you want to play against it, so I don't get any rage people, because boy, that is not a fun deck to play against. All right, well, that's a pretty land. Man, who wouldn't want to live there, right? Get a good internet connection, little hut right up on top of the mountain there, floating around. Of course, I get so darn motion sick and car sick, I probably wouldn't last very long in Zendikar. Love the views, but I'd probably have my head in a bucket the whole time. Or best of 3. Creatureless Infect, says Mike Man. Yes. The whole time, too, I'm looking at that deck and the close calls I had and such with it. The whole time I'm thinking, man, if I just bent the rule and played creatures, because you've got the Blighted Agent, which is unblockable, and you've got the Flying Infect dude. And, but between them, it's like, damn, that's a nice little evasion package to just get in that one little ding, because the only way to, well, I'll discuss it in just a minute when we go over that. Why do I need such a long name? Says, we really need Creatureless Infect. You can hype it for 2 weeks and then don't play it. But I did do that. Yeah, no, I was running strong with it when I was brewing it, and then the metagame shifted, and it was like, I really wanted to play it, and that's why I went with land destruction, and then Delver showed up, and then I had to go with tokens and stuff, because I was hemorrhaging tickets for a while there, just playing, very stubbornly, like, I want to play this deck, and the metagame's doing this whole thing, and it's like, it's a really easy way to go 2-3 consistently, is if you're just not paying any attention to that stuff. So it changes pretty fast, too. Let's see what we got here. Oh, okay, so we got that. All right, so I'm going to go over the list real quick and show you guys. Collection. Dun, 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 dun. So while we're here, I'm going to add 2 barons. I'm going to get rid of the gardens. So immediately, I'll fix up the artwork later. Yeah, and these guys, I'll leave them in for now, but I'm going to make a lot of changes. I personally would like to have prismatic strands. You could argue Moment's Peace when you have access to both colors, but in those matchups, like with which I lost against Affinity for Fling and stuff like that, it'd be nice to have something. Yeah, you're not always going to be able to flash it back, but I think it'll come up enough when it does. All right. Creatureless Infect. Here we are. we shall go over this list. Then I'm going to roll to a few commercials, stretch my legs, and I'll be right back to play it. This runs 3 Ash Barrens, 4 Aqueducts, very important, 1 Forest, 3 Islands, 4 Fountains, 1 Seat, 3 Swamps, and 2 Vaults. Our main modus operandi is Virulent Wound. On the surface, you're like, oh my gosh, that's it. This happens all the time. It's great. You can do it in response to stuff. Very cool. Lacardine says, blah, blah, blah. Just applause the creativity and comment. Yeah, Ken Spectacle. That was frankly embarrassing performance by my bombardment tokens. Oh, no, it happens. You gotta get in front of slivers or they take you down. But the maybe somebody can help me out with that red spell. Whenever you play a creature, it does it. You don't have to attack with it. So I think that might be, and it's 1 less. So you might find that you like that one even better. I mean, you can even drop kobolds over and over again. But anyway, back to the list. 4 Preordains, 4 Wounds. We have 2 Think Twice. This took forever to come up with really a great card in this deck. We run a full set of Chainer's Edicts. 3 Shrivel's Mane, taking a page from Demir, how everybody's doing that. And it's I was actually once or twice I had some tournament losses against Hexproof because it's like we wait on 3 Evankar's Justice. Used to have 4, but when I brought these in, it felt like a little bit of overkill. So we got 3 and 3. 4 Prisms, 3 Pistis Strikes. Yes, it's a dead card in some matchups, but boy, you'd be amazed how many decks have flyers. Almost every single one of them outside of Stompy, and even Stompy a lot of times has the Vault Scourge. So I'm not enjoying this. That's a way to say it. Grim Affliction's really cool. A lot of play mistakes with this one. You got to play it real slow. It's a disfigure if you think about it. If it's just solo and it comes out, but steady progress to draw cards with Proliferate and with the Think Twice. It draws quite a few cards. These to sweep up, and we run all 4 serrated arrows, which is just beautiful with Proliferate because you proliferate them, so maybe they have 3 poison counters now, and then these can get up to like 7 or 8 counters in some games. It's just crazy. Our sideboard, we run 4 Relic, and this for control matchups. 3 Quiet Disrepairs have been really good against Burn. We run the Hollow for huge Red X spells. It's just kind of been my favorite card recently for a lot. Yeah, we don't have any white sources other than the Prisms. I used to run, I think the Shores, what do you call the grottos and stuff, and you can. I just it's always a late game spell, and we draw a lot of cards, and it's easy to get there. And the Rushing River is tech against. I was going to play the black one that is our capsize tech because any of these long-winded games, capsize come over, it's over. It's just boom, 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 and your stuff's all gone. But anyway, do you win by poison counters? Yes and no. This is the first deck I've ever built that wins all 3 ways. I've decked people with it a lot. I've killed them a lot with just Justice, and you're gaining enough life. And then I've also poisoned them. So, I mean, that's always the good stuff. But anyway, guys, I'm going to go stretch my legs, and I'll be right back after this.
What's the largest number you can think of?
100,000?
999,000.
A million. In actual fact, it's neither of these. The largest number is about 45 billion, although mathematicians suspect that there may be even larger numbers. With so many different numbers to deal with, it can get a bit confusing. Unless you use maths. Maths stands for Mathematical Antitelharsic Half-Fatum Septomen. Think of it as the language of numbers, with 1 equaling A, 2 equaling V, 3 equaling hello, and so on. We use maths at almost every point of the day, whether we're working out how to thread our shoelaces, calculating the optimal moment at which to embark upon a conversation, or, if you can fly, planning your trajectory for the journey to work. But some situations require a much more thorough application of maths. Let's look at some examples. Have your pen and paper ready. Problem 1. Jean is shorter than Brutus, but taller than Imhotep. Imhotep is taller than Jean, but shorter than Lord Scotland. Lord Scotland is twice the height of Jean and Brutus combined, but only a tenth of the height of Milsey. Milsey is at a constant height of x minus y. If Jean stands exactly 1 nautical mile away from Lord Scotland, how tall is Imhotep? We'll reveal the answers to the problems at the end of the program.
A perfect brew every time. Dawnbringer's coffee. The rarest beans. Fire roasted. A one drop of perfection. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose bold, rich, legendary flavors. Choose Dawnbringer's coffee. The angel on your shoulder.
Available at all fine Sinclair superstores.
Honey, I just can't get this darn thing clean.
Well, Boop, have you tried Nevin Rule's Disc and Shine?
What's that?
Nevin Rule, Disc and Shine for that apocalyptic clean. Longer lasting shine. Baby forever.
Nevin Rule's products available at all Sinclair superstores. Product made 2% evil. Nevin Rule's products not responsible for actual apocalypse.
Are you feeling bogged down or despondent? Has a friend or loved one noticed you look withered? Then Phyresius may be right for you. Phyresius is an all-natural Phyrexian supplement that can give you a different outlook on life. Do not take Phyresius while enchanted, equipped, or half shroud. Players taking Phyresius should not man vehicles for at least 3 turns. Avoid contact with humans or merfolk if you've had a recent gut shot or have had any interactions with the graveyard. In extreme cases, exile may occur. Ask your alchemist if Phyresius is right for you.
Available at Moros's Market. And we're back! We're going up against... Hey, look at that. Almost timed it perfectly. Oops. Hold on a minute here. Just in the casual room. In the tournament room. Probably shouldn't be. We'll see. And we like this. Keep. So, yes, we're going to have this deck in action. I think David Kane 001 asked. We are. Very interesting. Masks are great. Blah, 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 blah. We called Nevin Rule's Disc because Nikki played it the most. I do actually get that reference. Okay. And we're off to the races. Let's see. I'm going to throw this on the bottom, throw this on the top. We're really looking for our Virulent Wound. Hopefully this is one of the matchups you want to see islands dropped. Gives the illusion of quite a few different things here. We're probably going to have... There we are. Good stuff. Now, let me go like this. I'm going to preordain again. Throw this on the bottom. Throw this on the bottom. There we are. So if he is playing mono black and a rat or something comes down, I've already got it, and it really does wonders with... Remember, for them to get poisoned, the creature has to die that turn. It puts a -1/1 counter on it, but for them to trigger that poison, you got... And so a lot of the removal you can double up. Like sometimes you can pull that on like a Myr Enforcer and then Chainer's Edict stuff. Not the optimal play, but it happens. Opponent will be surprised or pissed. Be like, hey, I was going to have lunch after this, and darn thing took so long to win. It's ridiculous. All right. Well, I'm going to feint here. Hopefully we draw into something good here. All right, that's all right. Be nice to get a little life going here, but I think our game plan's going to start aggressively. Here we go. So, how do you play Creatureless Infect? You draw a lot of cards, and you kill stuff. It's a pretty good plan, usually. I'll go boom, and we'll get the added benefit of having 2 on this one. Yes, so he's infected twice. We'll bring this up. We're going to return the artifact land. Maybe he's playing main deck Wretch Mind. Probably not, but it's all right. Right now, my opponent's probably saying, what on earth did I just bump into? You get a lot of pauses when you play this deck. People you can feel them reading the cards and surprised or pissed or both, says J-Sig. Yes. Is Litophyte here today? Says, why do we need such a long name? Nope. I think he's out sailing. Like we all should be, right? He's gotten into a sailing kick habit, so good habit to have, you ask me. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to hold off, draw cards on his turn, and we might be not just playing against, maybe this is like some Tortured Existence stuff, Golgari effects here. We don't really worry about our graveyard. See, I'm already feeling it. I just love this deck. I think it's the ridiculous challenge of it. It's like this should not win, and it often does. I mean, it's beautiful. It'd be nice to have serrated arrows out right now, but again, play slow. Click here, nice little green highlight. Anything else has counters. You don't have to proliferate. A lot of times, like Young Wolf, you don't want to do that, but take a look around and stuff. It's good stuff. All right, that's what we want to see. So he's at 3. And what's really cool, I think this deck became something because, yeah, nice to see steady progress in play. Let's hope I make steady progress with the deck. But what's nice about this list is that you just know he's got a handful of stuff that he just can't use right now. And it's like, gotcha. And now our proliferate's really going to get out of control. And with Shrivel main, and it's it feels very symbiotic. And again, you pulse all you want. I don't care if you have 500 life. That's why I love Infect. It breaks so many rules. He's almost already halfway poisoned. He's gonna be at 5 real soon here. Okay, we don't really mind this. And again, you know, if I I arrows this, then I steady progress. I don't have to use 2 arrows on it. Resets the arrows, gets a poison counter. Everything dies. Good stuff. Verde says, you want proliferate with Young Wolf, or will he just get more buff? Yeah, more buff. You don't, like I said, proliferate doesn't have to happen. You have to choose when and where it does. So just play slow if you do feel like torturing yourself with this list. All right. Well, yeah, I'll show you some goods here. We'll go like this. I'm just going to shrivel for the sake of it. We'll go like this. And I'm going to proliferate now. We're going to go boom. Now watch the arrows. Boink. And done, son. He's playing discard, so I'm just going to keep this in my hand. Maybe he's going to bring back a rat. I have a combo deck that is similar in that it runs no creatures, wins with combo, bubbling muck, drain life. Good times, says Mike Man. I'd like to see that list. Send it on. Dies to counterspell, though. Yeah, a lot of these kind of lists do, but I just like, I mean, you know, he's got 4, maybe 5 cards in his hand that are just kill that, and it's like, what do you do? That's why I love it. And then again with Marasa everywhere, this has just been owning Tron variants and stuff. I've just really been liking it. So here's a interesting example. We can kill this with Grim Affliction right now. I mean, we don't really need to, and I'm just going to go for the large count here. What's cool is this. So we're going to go boom, boom, boom. We'll say, actually, hold on. We're going to infect it first. I'm just doing this as a kind of an exercise. Then we're going to say Grim Affliction. And we want to proliferate that one, this one, this one. And I think that killed. Nope, it doesn't kill it. Oh, gosh, that was a terrible play then. For some reason, did my math a little bit wrong there. All right, well, screw it. Get out of here. Bad Play 101 brought to you by Deluxikoff. Hello, fellow Pauperstats, the Ortico. Thanks for chiming in, joining us, whatever you want to say. Good stuff. We just keep getting stuff back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why not? I'll just line it up here and wait to draw our good stuff. There we are. Good times. I don't mind them gaining life, but we don't want them eating ours. So we're only halfway to infect right now. Uh-oh. No, I'll put the thing we don't care about in case he's running a rat. Be happy to discard this. Alrighty. We'll go like this. Kill, kill, kill. Serrated Arrows really does give this thing depth, though. Ends up, that's fine. We don't mind losing this at all. And, you know, with Edict and stuff, like right now, it's not going to eat a little rat. If we need to flash it back, it's gonna pull some good stuff here. You know, I'm going to keep this in my hand because if he chitters me or something like that, I can cycle it and choose not to get a card. Kind of a nice way to go with things. In case he's running ninjas or something, I'm just going to roll like this and pass. Gets a wee bit boring sometimes. This is when I really like the Think Twice in the deck because usually you're able to keep the cards flowing. And since we're just discarding, I'm going to just thin out my deck. And don't really want to see an island. Bum ba da bum. Discard. All right. Here we are. Creatureless Infect. What a jackass I am, huh? Who the hell plays that? I, for one, kill it! Kill everything! Everything must die! I'm gonna bring my card size down just a little bit, guys. Getting a little crowded here. Bum, 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 bum. Good grief! Alright, well, I'll pull this off. Let's go from here and here. Hup. There we are. It's pretty good at staying alive. I even messed around with that Quiet Disrepair main because I thought that was coming. I just had a feeling. Alright, so we'll gain the life here. Just really trying to... I don't want these to go down to 1, but I'm just trying to keep the board clear here. Usually this is just a factory of removal, and we're getting a little bit flooded here. Okay, you got your man. Okay, well, this is the only problem. It's like, you know, we don't have the life to really keep going, but a lot of times you can just buy back stuff to death. So it's just feeling pretty hopeless now, unless he's got another rat. So we've got to remember to keep a card here. Otherwise, we're gonna get his reading glasses. Yeah, I'm liking this Bruce, said Shirazwan. Yeah, it's different. See what he's throwing out. We've got dead weight hitting the yard. He's probably his entire hand's probably removal at this point. I really wish this had a clock effect, there was an infect thing that was like, you know, if nothing was done this turn, your opponent gets an infect counter or something like. I mean, doesn't exist, but it'd be nice, or to have like an instant way of doing it. But one of those decks is just, it has enough control elements. The creatures lists usually don't stand a chance, as we're seeing here. But I don't start getting some more bounce lands or drawing cards. This is gonna not be the quickest, is it? All right, 3 arrows. And what's really great about this list is against Delver. I mean, with all the removal we've got and the kind of removal we've got, it just, oh man, it chews on Delver. Very tasty. All right, I'm gonna start moving stuff along here. All right, we've got another Edict. He's gaining the life. He's doing the stuff. Let's see. Well, we'll go like this. And then we will Edict. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And he's at 6. See how long it takes to infect people? It's craziness. But if you're, I don't know what it is, but if I'm into a deck, not to personify him or anything, but I tend to play it a lot better. And boy, when you really want this to work, it just seems like it works. But then you start running bad, or you're feeling like, you know, oh, this is dumb. You know, that's when it starts dropping off pretty quickly. All right, come on, something. Good grief, what's in our yard here? We don't have anything. I'm gonna gain the life. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm gonna sit back on these. We've got proliferate like crazy, and we're not drawing any of it. So bring down the card size again. Sorry for the glasses. Get your glasses out, as he says. Now, in case he's got a ninja, I'm just gonna take this. See what we have here. All right. I love when rats is just this uneventful. Good stuff. Oh boy, this is drawing bad now, guys. Let's see. I hear about the deck. Love, RG Tempo list you threw together. I love to win with it, says Mike Man. Yeah, that's I do really well with that list. Usually it's 3-2 or better. No 5-0s, but Disciple. Knockerding says, haha, yeah, I know. This is a good example of, you know, I'm not the last person that's going to, I don't want this thing coming back. That would really suck right now, but what you gonna do? Nah, I'm gonna hold out a little bit longer. If he reanimates this, I'm gonna be pissed. I have to throw back a dead spell. But this is a good example. It's not going to run perfect all the time, and that's the price I pay for trying to run something like this, is that I have issues. I mean, if he's not running flyers, is one of the probably the only decks on memory that doesn't run flyers, because when you really look at the metagame and go to like goldfish.com or whatever it is, MTG Goldfish, you look at it, it's like almost every single deck has flyers, so this isn't really out of the question. And I actually was running a few of these in my sideboard when Delver was around and I was playing Green Infect, because I had on my little stat sheets, I was just like, man, if I can infect him one more time, like end of turn Pistis Strike, it's like whack, who sees that coming? Good stuff. All right, getting grim. Where is our draw? If we draw any proliferate, we are going to be in good shape. Not bad. We'll draw something. Come on now. Something. All right. Always happy to see proliferate. Ooh, boy. Bottom. Come on, deck. Let's see what's going on here. We'll drop. Oh, my goodness. Look at this. Throw this. Turn some life. And I'm going to go a little crazy here and just do it now. Get some stuff going. 1, 2, 3. All right. Well, we can wipe next turn. We won't have to use up most of our stuff. Have you thought of any Consume Spirit effect? I wasn't looking at the deck list. Yeah, it's just a Evankar's Justice. I know it hurts us too, but let's see. You know what? I'm gonna pop this for our plan later. Might as well save 1 life. It's just only so many cards. Unless you're playing the Nero style deck. A long time ago I made I think it had 270 cards in it, and it was creatureless. Just like literally every black removal spell. And I called it Nero because I have a crush on calling that one deck Caligula, because it just, it's so kill that. And it was like a step better. I was like, all right. So this will be a nice little board wipe. I wish we had a shuffle effect now. I'd like to get rid of that completely. All right. Gain some life. 2, 6, 7. Buy it back. Wipe the board. Good times. Here we are. Consume Spirit. Ancient Rome +1, says Artico. Yes. Come on. Oh. I hope he chooses to. Come on. Take the Pistis Strike. Don't Chittering Rats me. No. Oh, this is awful. Wish I could just target anything with that. That'd be so awesome. Then it would be a no-brainer to have it in the list. But as of right now, dead card. It's this deck at its worst. A Chittering Rat lock with Pistis Strike against a flying list deck. But games 2 and 3, we're able to bring out some good stuff. And there's that interesting thing too. Like a lot of times I'll run into people and they're just like, well, I'm just not going to play a creature. And it's like, all right then, you're still dead. Okay. These both have 1, I believe. I don't like how it stacks like that. I can't really see. I guess it only stacks when it's in full effect like that. Well, we don't have much of a choice here. I'm going to have to pull rank. Let's go like this. Can't kill that. See, we're already at 14 minutes. That's another thing you really got to, if you're going to pilot this in a, like anybody's going to play this in a tournament. Only I'm a big enough jackass to pull that off. But I think I took it to actually 3 tournaments. Like I said, I never did better than, I think 3-2. Might have had 1-4-1. Doubt it. All the stuff's running together. Boom, 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 boom. And we'll just kill the power. It would be really nice to draw most of our deck here. I don't know what's going on. Thank goodness I'm not in it to win it. Let us see. Yes, those are my knuckles. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, if I jump on over while this guy's doing his thing to, where was it? Yeah, we got quite a few, these, yeah, we had Celeste, we had Orzhov's token list. That was pretty cool. There's this nice black speed one using Vault of Whispers. Just a lot of draws, Electricaries, Faceless Looting, Ichor Wellspring, Rebirth, Perilous Myrrh, Clark Kent Shaman, Disciple of all the Tog. It's like a super fast black Rakdos, like what do you call affinity. It looked kind of intriguing at first. So, oh, thank goodness. I'm not even gonna wait. I'm so impatient right now. All right. Time to poison everything. We're going to proliferate here. We're going to proliferate here. We're going to proliferate here and here. Pretty good card. Oh, and we get to draw a card too. Like it when a plan comes together, as they say. Oh, hey, look at that. We want both of these, don't we? Let's put this on the top and on the top. And we'll kill this and get him another counter. Now he's at 8. Feeling all right. Shrike, is it? Lagurin too. Thanks for chiming in, joining us, however you want to put it. Now the good news is we have, so this is back up to 2, and we got a full set on the other one, even though we've used it. So I'm going to ping here, knowing that we've got, well, I don't even need to do that. That's just like kind of a ridiculous play because we know what we're drawing into here. We'll go here, pop this. It'll kill it. It'll be at 9. Infect. We haven't played a creature. We don't have creatures. Good stuff. This guy's like, good grief. Yeah, we're at 13 minutes. Thumbing Bird is uncommon. Yeah. And again, that's a great choice. Blighted Agent's a good choice. The black one. If I really, really wanted to play this, I might actually put in some creatures. But it's like, I can't. How intriguing is that when you say you're playing creatureless Infect? It's like, oh my God. How's that work? But it does. It just takes a hell of a long time. All right, so we're going to proliferate here, 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 and here. Not bad. Pays a lot of dividends, this deck. Once things get going, it's like, the cards all make each other better, but you just got to get there. I've thought about playing that artifact, gain life, but I've noticed against burn, they bring in that artifact hate against this deck anyway, and then you're out of luck. So it's a lot funner. That's why I have some artifact lands to enchant your own stuff, like a prism or something like that, and with quiet disrepair. And that 2 life every single turn is great. Obviously, Pulse Morass is not the best card for us because all we're going to be able to get back is land or target them. And 6 life against burn actually isn't that great. I'll play this and just go here. Keep things rolling. F6 myself. Hopefully it doesn't hurt me. All I need is 1 spell. Come on now. I made sure I flashed everything back right. Boop. Yep. All right. Thumbing Bird is common. Yeah, I think it's an uncommon, but it was released at some point, so it's one of those causes confusion. But yeah, you can play it in Pauper. There we go. Thank God. I actually like this play. It's like, I'd love to get rid of that against this deck. We still have another game to play. All right, so this will do it. Unless he's got some removal spell here. So there you go. We just infected somebody to death without creatures. Show me where you can see that. Of course, it's Pauperganda. All right, we're going to get rid of 3 of these. In our sideboard, we actually have Battlefield Scrounger for long-winded games like this. We have Pista Strike we just threw in there. Rushing River, Quiet Disrepair, Duress, Hollow, and Relic. And we're going to bring in all of our relics because he had a lot of stuff going on in this graveyard. I'm not too worried about this. I'm going to bring in some 2 Disrepairs just for the hell of it. I'm going to get rid of all the Shrivels. I think I got to get rid of a Justice too. We're not dealing with that many creatures, and I don't want to be sitting on it with a Chittering Rats lock. But it might be better than the 2, so I'll put it back in. So we're at 60, and here we go. What's the record today so far, says JSeg. Games and matches. I don't think I've lost yet, but it's just been kind of a fun, silly day. We played Tron, which I've never lost with, right, guys? Wink, wink. Slivers, we played, I forget who I played, but it was somebody in the chat room, and we won a narrow one there, and this is the 3rd one, and we're winning this one. So the key to victory, don't pay tickets, right? We're liking this. We've got some creature. I mean, it'd be nice to be able to infect them right away, but we're going to keep it. Got to Voltic Charge, yeah, the 3 damage one. I was thinking of, I had that in the very initial build. I even had the counter. There's a counter spell with Proliferate, and I had that in one of the tournaments. But yeah, it was just I needed to focus more on. I mean, it's just getting there, and I needed to focus more on like things like Quiet Disrepair and gaining life and having access to like Shrivel and stuff like that. Took its spot just for the continuity there. Beautiful land. I mean, we've got everything we need. Well, We'll pull here. Cycle. I'll just go get green. Make it nice and colorful. Good times. I'm just doing this all on my turn. I know it's technically not the best move, but we're running low on time and don't want to be going that route. All right. What do we got here? I'm going to lose. Don't really need the prism, do we? We've got all our mana. I'll lose the prism. All right, let's see here. We've got that. I'm going to drop this. Talk about a time hog. Tumble magnet. Yep, thought of that one too. The format was really slow, and I was guaranteed to run into just like 4/4 fatties and stuff. It might play, but again, it's just one of those. You just got to look at how many card spots you've gotten. It's there's a lot of cute stuff out there. No offense to that card, but you just got to play what works. We don't have any of this stuff going down yet. Take this out. I'm gonna go like this. Now we're getting 2 life a turn. We've got plenty of time. I'm telling you, if you want to make any changes to the deck, you might want to run these main. There's a lot of games you bring this in against. It's amazing versus Delver. Like they have much of a chance against it, but ouch! Oh, wow. Beautiful. Good for him. Please make cards bigger. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I was just getting a little cramped, but thanks for chiming in. As the board gets cluttered, I will have to reduce the real estate. Ooh, this is not feeling good now. Time to pitch and hope. Nope. All right. Due to our time, if I get chittering here, I think I'm going to kill the game. Oh, he didn't. And go to game 3 because knowing that he's playing land destruction, it's pretty burly. How you like the look of that hand? Kapow! Tumble magnet in combo with relic would be nice. Yep. There are lots of cool little tricks and such, but like I said, might end up running something like Thrumming Bird in the sideboard against like, Stompy or something like that. But there's just so many other cards to bring in and stuff. And then it wouldn't be creatureless Infect, would it? All right. Show me a Chittering Rats and I'll show you game 3 because this is playing depressing here. I still won't quit on this. I'm going to discard the Justices. Yeah, we're dead. Okay, I needed a swamp there. Not going to get the Justice math. That's why I pitched that. So maybe I should have kept one, but all right. Here we go. So he's got some... Maybe Duress is called for. Grab that land destruction. I'll bring in 2 Duress, and I'll take out 2 Justices. I want to have 2. Let me take out... I'll take out an Affliction. Let's go from here. Yeah, we're due for a loss. Probably be a good one. Let's see. But it is a nice, colorful deck, that's for sure. Okay, kill this. Yes, come on now. Let's have a good outing. Pretty good. Yeah, I like the wound. I like the duress. We've got lots of nice stuff to do here. We're going to keep this. Power out some goods here. Boom. Into this. And we're good to go. Really gotten a crush back on Relic of Progenitus. I used to run Fairy Macabre a lot, but it's just that both for the time benefit, and this is a little overkill, but I love having 2 out. It's just it's like a, what do you call, a buzzsaw to the graveyard. Very good times. All right, now we definitely want to duress because we do not, with our land looking the way it is, we do not want to see, you know what, Choking Sands, I think it's called. That's fine by me, sir. I will discard this. I know it might seem weird, but all right. First things first. Duress. Oh no, he's got it either way. 2 sands, a rats, a ranger. This one's gonna be burly. I'm going to pop this right now. Tempted to pop the other one too, boy. Alright. This is going to be rough. Here comes the pain. Why do I need such a long name? It says, you are dangerously low on Infect Proliferate cards now. If I counted correctly, there are only 11 left. Yep. Oh, it runs steep. Tell you that. Alright. Pop and hope. No. Alright, well, we got one of them out, but yowza. That's sometimes why I have the Battlefield Scrounger too. It can get pretty lonely. Well, not what we want to see. We really, really, really need. Can't mess around. Give me a land. No. Hello, says Genstukov. Good to see ya. Thanks for chiming in. Our creatureless Infect brew is going down badly in flames due to land destruction. Oh boy. Alright, we're not going to be doing that anytime soon. I'd love the draw, or that anytime soon. This one looks pretty over. Except the Ray of Hope. Basic land cycling. Go get you some. Get some blue. No, says Mike Man. That's just unlucky, says Lackerding. Yeah, it happens. Telling you, gotta be. I'm not a patient person, but there's something about this deck that kind of brings it out in me. But live, not the best here. Let's see. Already got one. Top. I've already got the prism. Boy, if I can pull this one off, it'd be amazing. Who knows? Maybe he's got a bunch of lands. Oh, oh boy. I love this game. I love it when I lose to brutal. All right, we'll get rid of that. We'll poison him at least. Maybe not. This is terrible. Oh no. Well, we could do this, but we're dead. All right. So we won 2. We lost 1. Not with this deck, but, well, technically, yeah, with if you counting each game and match and stuff. But so I'm going to go over the list here real quick, roll to some commercials, and I think I'm going to call it a day, guys, because I'm tired of sitting and want to go do some other stuff. Hopefully you're with me and such. What was I going to say? Slivers we talked about. We played the Urzatron deck. This list, again, for everybody that wants it, the only way to infect your person without creatures is Virulent Wound and Pistol Strike. And it's 7 between them. A lot of interesting cards to choose from. It's a fun deck. Got to be really patient. I was even thinking of playing Reclaim. Maybe we can bring that up. Shiraz, just to be able to throw things and kind of, instead of 7 answers, maybe making it 10. Maybe 3 Reclaim or something like that. But in the sideboard, you just have to know, if you know the metagame really well, this is a fun deck to take out, and but nobody really likes playing against it, I would assume. But Battlefield Scrounger is just MVP. You can, once you hit threshold, which is never a problem, you can just keep churning things through, so you can win via mill or life with Evankar's Justice, or just poisoning them and infecting them and doing all the good stuff. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for joining me. It's a nice cloudy day outside, so I'm going to go out and enjoy it, unlike most people. And we're going to roll to some stuff here, and we'll see you next time. Again, thanks for all the feedback. It was wonderful getting all the lists and such. And here's to being undefeated with Tron, right? Anyway, we'll see you guys next week.
Clogged pipes and plugged-up toilets can bring a busy family to its knees. At Stinkweed, we know and understand you and your family just don't have time for that. Stinkweed, fast, professional plumbing you can count on. Call 2 in a Black, DREDGE 5. That's 2 in a Black, DREDGE 5.
I was brought to my knees when Stinkweed dredged my pipes.
Every day at Magic's game testing facility, crack geneticists are hard at work engineering new creatures to help you annihilate your opponent. course, mistakes do happen.
Mail call!
Magic the Gathering. Beat your friends.